What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Buildit video, and today we're going to talk about the Contest of Mayors and how to pick your Contest of Mayors assignments. Now, I had somebody in my Facebook group, and she recorded every assignment that she picked for this entire week of Mega. She ended up winning first place. She ended up using all 15 tickets, and she scored 140,000 in Mega, which is just short of a 2K average. 2K average would have been 150,000. But, okay, that is a phenomenal score for somebody who is still learning. So, because she was able to take screenshots of her assignment list, I was able to kind of go back over all of her choices that she made with her and explain and show her what it is that she did wrong. And that way she can learn from it. Now, because it was so helpful, actually, I decided that I was actually going to make a video and walk through it with you guys, and that way you can learn as well. Because it was so successful, I asked her to do it again, and I'm asking any one of you that's watching this right now, if you're in Mega, or it really doesn't matter what league that you're in, okay? If you could screenshot your entire list. So the next time she's going to have the entire list, but it was still very beneficial. Now, she is from a different country, so her assignments list is it's in a different language, but we'll be able to, get through it. It's a little bit blurry, but again, we're going to be able to get through it. Okay? So let's just start off right here. This is the very beginning of the contest. Okay? This is her first assignment. Now, if you look here, what that is it's a war delivery for 2,000 points. Now, try to figure out what it is that she did wrong before I get to the answer. Okay? So as you can see, we're going to look through this whole list, and keep in mind, I know a lot of you have seen a lot of my videos, and yes, I am going to be doing a premium versus non-premium. But for those of you who don't know what that is, like I said, I'm going to be making a video that has that list available for you guys. Now, a premium task is a task that has the ability to be worth 3,000 points, okay? So, right here, her very first mistake that she made was she did a non-premium for 2,000 points when she had a 3,380 point task below it. Okay, so that's number one. That was very first mistake right off the bat. All right, now going on to choice number two. She decided to do. Hold on just a sec. Okay, she decided to do the 3,300. Now, a lot of you are looking at this going, okay, I would have made that choice as well. Actually, no. Okay. So, yes, she could have done that, but here's the issue. The one that came up after it, after the war deliveries, was a launch one VU. Now, this is really important, you guys. A launch one VU is a premium task. It has the ability to be worth 3,000 points, and as long as it sits there, taking up space in your list, it will not have another one pop up. Okay, you can't have two launch VU tasks. That being said, that is completely 100% eliminated all possibility of getting a 3K VU task, right? By her leaving it sit there, that possibility is completely gone. Now, given her city level, she's already very limited to the fact that she can't do all of her premiums. Because she's camping, she's unable to utilize those upgrades, right? And those upgrades are extremely important because they're premiums. And if you can't do them, then you're going to have to make up for it elsewhere, right? So at her city level, that's kind of problematic. Now, her next choice, what she did, so we know that the mistake that she made was by not doing that launch one. Now, her next choice, okay? Right here, you can see the launch one sitting below it. And she did a gold key task for 2,000 points. Now, again, yes, we already know that she should have done launch one again, but she didn't. And why was this key task a bad task to choose? Because a gold key task is a non-premium. It's never worth 3,000 points, and you don't have duplicates. So she should have left it sit. Okay. Now, we already know that she should have done the VU. So here we are here. And she got a repair VU for 2,000 points. Again, a repair VU is not a premium task. It's never worth 3,000 points. Now, let's just say hypothetically, for the purpose of this learning experience here, let's say that this launch one wasn't here. Okay. Let's just pretend that it's not there. And you're looking at her assignment list here. What should she have done differently? Remember, the launch one is non-existent, okay? So looking at this list, what should she have done differently? She's got a 2,000 point repair, a 1,590 point for the plastic, right? And then she's got the upgrade and she's got the wood, right? So what we're looking at, sorry. Okay, so what we're looking at here is, just a sec, you guys. Okay, sorry. So she's kind of in a pickle here, all right? Now she does this repair VU. This thing is not a premium. So the probability of this thing popping up again is very likely. So if it was me, I would have went with the wood task because it's higher than the plastic, right? And it's not too much lower. Now I'm going to explain why. Okay? Because she was going to end up needing to do it anyways, which is exactly what happened here. Okay? So right here, looking at it like this, going, all right, now she's eliminated the possibility of, or she's put out the possibility that she's going to be able to do another repair VU. So what happens is, now she's done the wood, right? Now let's go down here. Okay. So here we are, we're at minerals. Again, she still has that launch one VU sitting there. That really, really hurt her, okay? It just killed her score. So here we are. Again, she still has the launch one VU there. And she has the 1,800 carved wood. Okay. So she does the 1,800 carved wood. And now we're back down here where she has another VU repair. Except for this one is only worth 1,600 points. Okay. So what choice did she make wrong here? Well, looking at the list, aside from the fact that she had the launch one, this was a big, big, big mistake. Okay. So 1,590 and 1,600. That's 10 points difference. 10 points, right? Now, she chose to do the repair, which now, again, is not a premium. And now it's opened up the possibility of getting that repair again. And so what she should have done, aside from the fact that she should have done the damn launch one VU still, but saying that one was non-existent for the purpose of learning, okay, which one should she have chosen? She should have chosen the plastic, because now for 10 points more, she's just opened up the possibility of getting yet again another repair VU. So here we are with the keys, right? We got the gold key task again. So she does the gold keys over the launch one, which really screwed her up. Now she finally does the launch one, right? And what does she get again? Another repair VU. Now, this really, like I said, it's here we go again. Now we've got, how many times has she had this one? 3 times so far? So we're like, okay, now here we are with the repair VU. And she goes with the wood. And then we got what is going on here? I want to make sure I got this right. So she had tapestry, gold keys, repair, wood, minerals, that, repair, gold key, launch one, repair. Okay. Okay, yes. So we're back up to, okay, so here she is with her launch one. She finally does that. She's got a repair VU here. Okay. Now we're here with the 1700 wood. Okay. And once again, right after the damn 1700 wood, she gets another repair VU. So now finally she gets a 2400 point task because she finally opened up that 1K VU slot. Now she gets a 3000 point upgrade, which she cancels, which is the correct choice. Okay. Now she gets a 2000 point production. Again, correct choice. Okay, now here we are with this one. Now, this one is just a matter of preference, but she could have had it done faster if she would have done the metal. But again, it's just preference. It's still a production task. Okay, so right here, we have this situation here. What is the mistake that she made here? And this one is very obvious. Okay, so we went from a bunch of good choices, you know, production. Now here we are again, and we're looking at this list again. Now, what should she have done differently? Well, we know that 2K upgrade there at the bottom isn't really a problem, right? Canceling that would be pointless. So what are we looking at here as far as a mistake? Well, let's see. The metal, which is only 10 points difference. We're not talking about 100 or 200. We're talking about 10 points, is a production task. Okay. And it would have opened up the possibility of getting other production tasks or any other task, right? And so by her doing the 1600 point key task, that was a huge hit, because now that's another non-premium that doesn't pop up twice at the same time. So if she would have left it sit there, she would have guaranteed herself not having that one pop up anymore. So that's what you want to do. You want to be like, okay, look, these are my non-premiums. These are my premiums. Now, if I can only have X amount of this, and this type of task, and they're all low point value, and they're already taken up, I know that I'm increasing the odds by not touching them, right? So if she would have left that key task untouched, she would have increased her odds of getting a different task. And she would have been able to go the whole entire contest without getting another key task of any value. Now, she didn't do that. So the correct choice here would have been the metal, which she didn't do. Okay, so here we have I'm assuming is some kind of a launch war card. I can't read that. So that's 2000 points. Now here we are again, and we have another gold key task. See the problem? It just popped up again. So again, now it would have been better had she done that metal task previously, except for now she's got too much at stake here. And so what does she do? she does the key task, and then she gets a 3600 upgrade, which she cancels, which is the right choice. Okay. Now, when she cancels that, she gets this. Now, she makes the right choice here and does the feed. Okay. Then she gets a 3K London, which she does, which is correct. Now she's at the 1900 production, which is correct. And now we're here. And this is the big mistake she made. And this is what killed her score through the entire rest of the contest. Now, many of you have watched my videos and you've heard me talk about how one mistake, just one mistake, can fuck you up big time. And you always know what that one mistake is. Once you start to really learn the way the contest of mayors works, you'll be able to tell what that mistake was, and you'll know, okay? Now, right here, okay, she has the production for 1900. Now, she does the medal for 1500, but what's below the medal? A 2400 upgrade task that she should have canceled, but she didn't. She did the 1500 medal. Okay. So she got a 3K upgrade war card, which she did, which was the right choice. Now, here we are. And now she's got three upgrades, right? Right here. Okay. She's got a 1440 and a 1440. Not a good thing. Okay. That is way too low of a task. It's going to kill her overall average. Now, going back through this, the last couple of tasks, 1500, 1900, 1700, and 2 3Ks, right? So she's barely making up the points that she's losing. Now, right here, when she chooses to do the nails, that is the biggest problem, because she should have canceled that 2400 upgrade and she didn't. Okay. So it continues to hurt her score. Here we go again. Now we're back in this loop of the repair VU. Repair VU pops up for 1600. How many are we up to now? Like 6 or 7? I haven't been counting. Maybe I'll have to go back and count. Now, again, she should have canceled that damn upgrade, but she didn't, and she did the VU. Okay. So now she gets a production task, which is still below the 2K average. And then she gets a 1500 point production task. Okay. Again, really low on her average. Now what does she get again? Now we're up to like 8 of these damn VU repairs, right? For 1600 points. Meanwhile, this 2400 one is still sitting there. Okay. So again, she still continues to make the wrong choice, obviously not knowing. I'm not giving her a hard time at all. This is totally a learning experience, you guys. So it's constructive criticism, okay? Don't take it as you're doing anything like so wrong and you're so stupid or anything. This took years for me to really figure out, okay? I had to really, it was a head fuck, right? And they always change shit on you. And as you unlock other assignments, it's even more of a head fuck, but it starts to make sense. And once it starts to make sense, I can show this to CPT and he's still learning, right? And so I went through this with him last night as I was talking to her. And there was a few things that he got wrong, but not much. For the most part, he was able to tell me what exactly she did wrong and where she did something wrong. But it was a learning experience for him as well, right? So because there's so many different possibilities and variations, it's super helpful actually that she gave me this data, because now I can show you guys what's actually happening here. So here we are at the 1600 point task, right? And so she does it again. And again, this is not a premium. So here we are, we go down here. She gets a 3K upgrade war card again. And now she gets okay, so she does this one, right? Now she has her 3K upgrade, and she does, you can still see the 2400 there sitting there. She gets a 3400 production, okay, which she does that. Now she gets a 2,550 production, another 2,400 production. Now at her level, and she's level 18, I'm pretty sure she's level 18. So she doesn't have any tokens. So this is a major, time crunch here that we're on. So we're going with, let's see, that was 1 hour to do that one. 2 days, 21 hours. 2 hours. What? How? I'm gonna have to go back and see what level she is. I'm pretty sure she's level 18. Okay, so now we're back here. We're at 60,000 points, okay? Now, remember when I told you guys it's gonna even you out a little bit as you go on? It's gonna kind of bring you up, bring you down. We're back here. We've got another repair VU. This goddamn thing has popped up like 9 times so far. This is why I would have let it sit, because look at all of the assignments that could have popped up in its place had that one sat there. See how much of a problem this was? Okay, so again, we're still looking at this upgrade here. Now she's got a Tokyo flight for 2K, which she does. Now we're here and we have a war delivery for 1,500, which again is just going to kill her score. So right now we're at 22 assignments left. Okay. So that's, let's see, if she had started with 60, she wouldn't have done tickets yet. So we're looking at 38 done total. Okay. So yeah, she's not doing bad. So here we're at 3,600 for that task. Now here we are with the 3K upgrade, which she cancels. Okay, which was the right choice. Now she gets a launch 2 VU, which she does, which was, again, this was the right choice, but she still should have got rid of that upgrade. Now we're back here with the 1,500 war deliveries, and again, another fucking repair VU, right? So now we're up to like 11 times this task has popped up and just screwed her average up. Now we get another 3,600 point upgrade. So she cancels it, which is again the right choice. And now here she is, and she does a launch, war attack, which again, we already know she should have canceled the upgrade again, but didn't. Now she gets a launch 2 VU, which she did, which was the right choice. But again, we already know the damn upgrade's still sitting there. So here we are. We've got another airport flight for 2K. Now we've got a 1,650 point production task. So again, she should have canceled that fucking upgrade. Now here we are, and we have another repair VU. Dude, now we're up to how many of these damn things? Like 12, 11, 12, something like that. And this one's for 1,600 points. So 400 points below the 2K average, right? Okay. So now she gets a launch 3, which she does immediately. And she gets another fucking repair VU, right? Again, this is not a premium task. Okay. So now she gets a production task. And she gets, that looks like, what is that? That looks, okay, so that's a gold key task. Well, that is not a good task to do. So, again, bad choice. Okay. Now here we've got a launch rare war card for 2,000. She should have canceled the damn upgrade. Ha! Finally, she cancels the upgrade that we've been looking at for what, like 15 assignments, 12 assignments, something like that. So she's got, I think that's a 5. She finally cancels the 2400 task, right? Okay. Now watch what happens. She gets a 1760 point production task. Then she gets a 1400 point production task. Okay. Now we're down to 3 assignments. Now we still got 15 tickets. Okay. So we're getting into loop territory here, right? That's where you get back-to-back assignments, which can be problematic or can be really awesome, right? So I don't know what she... Okay. So she gets a 1600 point production and another production. So 4 productions back to back. All of a sudden, the cycle of the VU has stopped, right? She finally canceled that task. Then she gets a delivery for 3K, and she gets an 1800 point production. Okay. Now she gets a war card, right? And another production. Again, you're seeing the pattern change here. We've just went to what, 6 or 7 assignments, and she hasn't had this same cycle that she's been stuck in this whole fucking time, right? It's been totally screwing her up. So now she gets a 2100 production, and then she gets a 3K VU, right? But let's go back up here, okay? Let's go through this. So she had... Where was she? Hang on just a second here. Okay. So right here, she canceled the upgrade. Okay. She got a 1760 grass. Now here, she went with the chems, which was correct. Now she went with the minerals, which again was correct. Now she's been doing tickets, as you can see. She got 1600 point production here, which was correct. And she got her 3K, her 1800, all correct. 2K. Okay, correct. Okay, here. She got 2100, right? She had the glass. Where was that other glass? Was there another one? Thought I saw one. Okay, wait a minute here. Glass. Okay. So we got the glass, we got the sugar, and we got the launch 3. Now, how often have you seen a loop? It happens quite a bit, actually, but it rarely happens. Typically, it happens right around 10 assignments left, right? Typically, you don't notice it until you've canceled about your 3rd or 4th one. So somewhere around like the last 5. So you've watched this entire cycle of her entire... We're talking about 75 assignments we just went through. And look at how many were repair VU, right? Now, look at this. She got another 3K. She got a back-to-back 3K. That was a loop. She would have been in a 3K loop back-to-back had she done that sooner. So what we're looking at here, my guess is it probably would have been about 5 or 6 times in a row, is my guess. Now, essentially, what she would have done is, if she would have canceled that upgrade sooner, and she would have left the repair VU and the repair, or the doing the gold keys, those 3 things are what killed her entire score over and over and over. And it wasn't even noticeable at the time, because you don't notice that. Not when you're not even thinking like that. You're like, oh, that kind of sucks. I got another one, right? So now here we are, and we have a 3K VU. And then you get another 3K VU immediately after, right? Okay. Now, you look at this and it's just like, man, here we are again. And we got this damn problem again. You've got to be kidding me, right? look at that. How many of the fucking damn assignments were non-premium assignments? Okay? So going over that whole fucking week over again, right? We know that the very first mistake was made very early on. It was the very first mistake right here. Now, this was correctable. Now you go down to here, and it's like, okay, aha, right here was a big, big, big problem. And then after this area right here, it was downhill from there. When she had the very first key and repair VU, those should have been left alone. Okay. Now, especially once she got it to a 1600, that was perfect. If you can get these ones at a lower point value, that is excellent. So let's say that you have a repair VU and it's for 5 repairs or something. I think that one's worth like 2,400 points. I want to say it is. Maybe it's not. But if you can get them low, like 1,600 points, leave them sit. That is perfect, because what's going to happen now is it's taking up that place value, right? So how many times have you had 3K tasks? Never. Not unless it's double points week, which we're not talking about double points week. So if that being said, how often have you had about 5 or 6 tasks between 2,000 and 2,600? Quite a bit, actually. That happens quite a bit. But it is extremely rare to get 3K tasks back to back of the same exact category. Now, the game is never going to give you all 2K tasks at a time. It's never going to. So when you look at your entire list, you're looking at, okay, a couple are going to be worth 800, which we knew right from the start. So we never saw the end of her list because none of these were ever touched, right? So why did she never get a Earn Simoleons challenge? Because it was never touched, which was good because that thing isn't worth shit. Then you have the monster, right? Now the monster, it's not a premium task, but that one tends to be worth about 2,500 points, right around 2,000 to 2,500. Still not the best, but given the circumstances and her level and what she had going for her, we knew that the main tasks for her were going to be airport, upgrades, and production, right? Now, upgrades, you can have 5 or 6 upgrade tasks at a time, and that's what sucks about those ones. So the only time you want to cancel an upgrade is if it's worth about 2,400 to 3,000 points, and you're not canceling the upgrade to try to get something else necessarily to pop up. It's not to cancel the upgrade itself, right? It's the point value. So there's a time to cancel an assignment because of what it is, but then there's a time to cancel an assignment because of its points value, right? So if she would have had 3 upgrade tasks that were below 2,000 points, then she wouldn't have had to cancel it, right? It's because of the points value. So in this case, because she had the monster for, 1,000, it was better that she left it be. Now, had it been worth 2,500 points, she would have been better off doing that assignment, right? Because now she has, yes, she's eliminated the possibility of other 2,500 point tasks not popping up, okay? Even though it's not a premium task, it's still cleared up the points value. So you have the type of task it is, and then you have the points value, right? And once you can manipulate the game enough to know, like, okay, out of this many assignments, okay, this many I know can be worth this, between this range of points. So I already have my 2 at the bottom taken up with airport and shipments. Okay? Don't ever do something that is below 1,000 points. Because to my knowledge, and don't quote me on this, but I have to look through the whole list again, but I'm almost certain that no premium task is going to be below that. Like your launch one VU should be 1,000 points. Now, your airport could be, but you can have multiple airport ones pop up. So I would leave it sit, right? Hang on, you guys. Okay, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. But I am going to be putting out a few more videos later on today. One of them is going to be about premium tasks. Which ones are premium versus non-premiums? But just to give you guys the basic rundown, VU launch is a premium, okay? VU repair obviously is a non-premium. Airport is a premium. Upgrades are premium. Monster is non-premium. Production is premium. And let's see. Expansion is non-premium. So any beach expansion or land expansion, those are non-premiums. Anything that cannot be worth 3,000 points. And then always take a look at if something pops up in duplicates. So it's kind of hard to explain because certain things are quite a premium, but they're not necessarily, just because something's not premium doesn't mean you won't ever do it. It just means that you have to weigh out your odds here, right? So in this case, her doing her VU repair was a bad thing. Whereas let's say that she would have had, other options, certain options would have allowed for her to do that one, okay? That is why I'm telling people to look at the situation, analyze the entire list. And if you can provide me with the data that she provided me with and give me a full screenshot, okay, of everything that's going on and every choice that you made, then I can see the pattern and I can see what happened here and I can explain to you and I can use it as a way to teach you guys. So do that and see what happens. And I actually wanted to show you guys something as well, real quick, before we go, okay? So right here, this is how you get to our Facebook group. Now, where's this person? Okay, so as many of you can see here on my screen, Richard Kidwell, he says, yay, won my first mega and didn't use 2 of my golden tickets when it was obvious they couldn't catch up. Thank you, Missy. I followed all of your advice. Now, he was in mega. He won first place, as you can see here. I'm trying to get it to flip around for you guys. Okay. So he got 160,000 points, right? 150,000 is a 2K average, and he did 1,200 over that. Now, I don't know what he meant by what he said when he said he didn't have to use 2 gold tickets. I don't know if he meant he had two left or that he didn't even have to use them or what exactly it is that he meant by that. But regardless, okay, this is a phenomenal score. Like, you couldn't ask for a better score, right? And he was 50,000 points above everybody else, okay? Now, I don't know if he has regionals unlocked because he is a level 25. If he does have regionals unlocked, youch, that is hard. That is a bitch. It's very expensive, okay? So don't unlock regionals when you get to level 25. Now, regardless though, I think what he meant was he had such a lead on everybody that he didn't feel it was necessary to use all of his tickets. I don't know exactly what he meant though. Now, that being said, if you're still, if you have a lot of tickets and you still have, you know, things to unlock in the pass, I recommend always using all of your tickets as long as you're in Mega, okay? Now, it's situation like this, you have to watch the leaderboard, but it's not uncommon for people to add an obscene amount of points very last minute. So just be very careful if you choose not to use those tickets. It would suck to lose over something like that, right? But like I said, I just wanted to give a shout out to him because he did a really good job this week. And that is a great score. Okay? And there's tons of you guys on there on Facebook, you know, doing really great actually. And so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, okay? So go ahead and, like I said, practice, take screenshots, send me any of your progress, your wins, your assignment list, any data that you can do at all that can help me help you and help others, right? So if you have any questions at all during the week and you don't know what assignment to choose and you need my help, you can always send me your screenshots via Messenger, but make sure that before you ask me for help that you include the entire list, okay? And it doesn't do me any good unless I can see your entire list, right? Okay. So stay tuned for later today, and I will have that premiums video done either later today or tomorrow morning. I've been really sick, you guys, so I haven't been on that much, okay?